Bow Wow hosted a party in Houston over the weekend. Apparently, after he left, there was a COVID spike, and the mayor, Sylvester Turner, kind of getting on. Bow Wow is the face. It's not his party. He was hosting it, if you want to say, but
wasn't his media company though? Wasn't it like his Bow Wow?
Might have been
Wow Entertainment or something.
I don't know about Bow Wow, but we can go with that. So Bow Wow was hosting a party for Bow Wow Entertainment in Houston. And he really came out, was like, the mayor trying to slander me because of the spikes and all that. And he's like, I had my mask on except for when I was talking, and I keep hand sanitizer with me. But they definitely had a spike in Houston. So my question to y'all was, do you think rappers are going to start paying attention to the backlash that's starting to happen with people in these parties? Because it's one thing for social media to be like, oh, look at y'all without your mask on and going through IG, but it's another thing when the mayor of a city as big as Houston comes out and it's like, fam, cut it out. Like we had a spark after, like we had a surge after you left. Like, do y'all think rappers will that make rappers stop and think about throwing these parties, or are they gonna be like Boosie out here in a wheelchair for COVID, throwing parties with Webby getting to that bag? Yeah, I think, man, because or we could just laugh at Bow Wow, whatever y'all want to do. I'll just open the floor up to that. Terry, I'm coming to you first. What you think?
I mean, anytime Boward Woward is in town, you got
Boward Woward.
Boward Woward.
Okay.
But nah, man. I mean, it's funny that they blamed it on him, and he definitely put it on, ran with it, because he's definitely somebody that wants attention on him at all times. But there's a key player in here that was at another event that was called a super spreader, and that's Trey Songz. Trey Songz was at this event as well, along with Fabulous, I believe. So now they have the right to deny or agree to make these appearances. Okay. At the end of the day, they trying to get their bag, which is understandable. Yeah. But in the same token, you got to be responsible out here. Long story short, though, it's not the artist's fault that these owners of these clubs are letting these places get packed to capacity like this. And it may be because they need to pay the artist, but I mean, they knew that from the beginning. If you know that you're only supposed to have so many people in this club, and you just book three national acts to come to your party, and you got to fill it up in order to recoup and make a return on it, then that's on you. At the end of the day, the stars are up on stage, so they're keeping distance from people. I mean, I know they got to walk through to get to wherever they're going or whatnot, but they're sitting on top of the stage. You have the crowd, which is in danger, and everybody knows Texas, period, is a hot spot. They never really like quarantine like that. People have been going to Texas, Houston specifically, this whole time.
In Florida,
been going on.
Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia. I mean, you can't blame it on Boward Woward because the people in your town is getting fucking COVID.
Boward Woward.
It's not his fault.
I love Boward Woward.
It's not his fault.
Shout out to Boward Woward and Bow Wow 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 Productions, man. Ain't that a bitch? I love that, man. We giving him peas out here. Boward Woward for Bow Wow 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 Productions. Hey, Jay Moore, man, you out in the club, man. You know the routine. You are around it. Is Boward Woward? Does he have a point? Y'all leave me alone. I did what I was supposed to do, like Terry said, or where you at with this, man? Because that's big when the mayor comes out and calls you out for a whole city. It's a lot.
Look, if they're gonna give Shad Moss the money, then I can't be mad at him. But the thing is, that doesn't mean y'all have to go see him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you're mad at Bow Wow, but you're not mad at the people who are like, oh, let me go see Bow Wow. Like, I would hate for anybody to be on their deathbed and be like, I had to see Bow Wow one last time. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just be honest, as somebody who still gets my money being outside,
that
like
paper.
I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted because like I need people to come out, but honestly, I don't invite my friends. It sounds really messed up. I have my mask on the whole time. I am consistently encouraging people to wear their mask. And when they come through. But like, I completely understand why people my age stay at home, and I don't see people I know like that out and about in the club, because it's like, look, you have to be smart about this. But at the same time, it was like, this was initially when we went on the lockdown, we thought this was going to be 2 weeks, maybe a month. It's been a year. All right.
Yeah. And counting. And counting.
And, well, you know, it's not even like,
yeah.
And the thing is, once they let us back out in like July, honestly, they should have never if they wasn't going to keep us inside for real that whole time and come through with some checks to make sure we stayed inside, then you're only going to be able to do so much. Like, true. I understand why people get upset when they see these large gatherings, but you got to understand there's a whole service industry that is going to die and has been really on life support this entire time. And like I said, I understand when people express concern, but I also am part of the hospitality, industry. And I'm like, look, I got to get my money one way or another, and I'm still not able to get it.
Hey, you used to
do. And so,
when you actually get love, you getting love in the chat. You get love in the chat because none better said Jay ain't lying. Waffle House Pimp said Jay Moore ain't lying. The Flood said Jay Moore telling the truth.
Y'all telling me all y'all is Bow Wow fans, and y'all risking everything.
I'm not saying it got to be about, like, because I think Bow Wow is an easy target for whatever goofy shit that goes on in the world, whether it's a pandemic or not.
100%. 100%.
I'm just saying, like, everybody's like, oh, y'all should stay home. Y'all shouldn't do this. I was like, okay, well, you going to help me pay these bills? Or you help me with this, because the federal government didn't come through. You know what I'm saying? It took us forever to try to get that $600. And that's, by the time we got it, it didn't mean nothing. And so, like, I understand where everybody's concern is, but you got to understand there are people who have to take the risk to get that money. And when I'm upset at the amount of people I see with no mask and not even trying. Because, like I said, if you see any of the videos that I post when I'm promoting the events that I'm promoting, like, I consistently am telling people, put on your mask, because I'm up in the DJ booth and I don't let nobody come next to me and hang out next to me. So I always feel safe, and like, I stay up there the entire night. You can't come and say hello. You know what I'm saying? You can't do this, that, and the third. But like, I see the rest of y'all. And I am in a certain level of fear for you because you're not taking care of yourselves. Like, I got the hands.
I want to get the loan.
They play back.
Get the loan real quick.
Every 10 minutes they play back. Give me 50 feet.
I want to get the loan real quick because I haven't heard his thoughts on Bow Wow. So go ahead, man. Just the concept of
wow. So, if you watch the video from it, you'll notice if you just look in the crowd that like 4 people have a mask on, and it's a packed event. So it's like, it's on the people themselves. It's like on the people themselves. It's also on the venues, I think, a little bit. I have been to concert events where they have had people patrolling, for lack of a better word, and made people keep their masks on at events and keep some distance and stuff like that. I don't know how they're doing dance clubs right now and stuff like that. I don't know how you do a dance club during a pandemic. I don't know how you do that.
Let me know how that works.
But at the same time, like, I don't think you can put it 100% on Bow Wow. I think he was just the host and he was a part of it. Whether Wow Wow Entertainment was a part of it or not, I don't know. But it's on the people, man. It's on the people too. It's on everybody. It's on the venues. It's on the government. It's on the host. It's on everybody. People are trying to survive, but at the same time, like, you don't have to go to the club, man. Like, if y'all just the only thing that I'll really say is, like, stop infecting motherfuckers. Be safe.
Be safe.
And
be smart.
And don't get mad at people when you do stupid shit. Like, So I think
OnlyFans is popping. Get your OnlyFans account. Show feet. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you could do that and not get nobody sick. And you can show feet and not get nobody sick. Yeah, you can put them feet out there and not get nobody sick. Now, let's be clear.
Right.
If you've enjoyed this segment of the New Old Heads podcast, make sure to check out our live show every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/newoldheads. And if you'd like to join our Discord community, do so by going to nohchat.com for talks on hip-hop, sports, music, news, and everything else.